Okay. Rika, hello. Did not expect to see you here. How do we want to do this? We'll shuffle the crafting, shuffle the shops. Thought you'd drop in and lurk. That's cool. Thank you for doing that. Enemy drops of chaos. Quests are shuffled. We're just gonna randomize everything. Except for key items. We'll shuffle those amongst themselves. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. So, what is going on with you, Rika? Aside from lurking at work. Just been a busy day? Alright. There we go. Flame scarf to start, that's not bad. Hopefully things haven't been too stressful on your end. Oh yeah, Bloodstained's really good. Really, really good. Like, if you liked, any of the old, like, Castlevania games and stuff like that, it would be right up your alley. It's a love letter to all of that. Okay, cool. Appreciate you tuning in. Meowdy. Hello, Tiberius. Thank you for tuning in. Lethality ring? Well, that's cool, but I need a weapon. But what's going on with you, Hiberius? Also, did they just give me a waystone? Yes, they did. That's good. Because if I don't get a weapon, I can just jump to the top. Oh, they gave me a weapon. They gave me the second best sword in the game. Thank you, game. Ah, loser, what's going on? Carnot's rebuke. I don't need that now, but thanks. Chilling per the usual. That's important. Everybody should try to relax. What are you giving me? Alchemic bounce is fine. It's fine. Let's see. Sometimes steal items from enemies. Do I want that? We'll keep that, yeah. True arrow. Yeah. But, thank you for tuning in, loser. Much appreciate that.
Here's what I've turned.
Got back into Dead by Daylight, forgot how fun it is. Well, to play killer, that is. Yeah,
Here she...
my friend Reiko would wholeheartedly agree with that.
So,
Like,
what'll it be?
she is super into Dead by Daylight. Like, she could tell you stuff for days about that game.
What?
Oh, what would you like to buy?
What is on sale? My favorite whip. 24K? I can get the Thunder Circlet.
Oh, what would you like to sell?
I don't think I have much that I can sell, but...
Is this right? There you are.
Why, if I don't tune in, who's gonna make bad jokes and make grammatically incorrect sentences?
Is this right? Oh,
I
thank
suppose
you.
that is a point.
Oh, what would you like to buy?
We'll hold our gold. We'll hold our gold and keep going. And I'm gonna do this like a bad Johnny player. And we're not gonna let go of any of our gold at the moment. Silver power ring is a good get pretty early. Morgenstern not needed since I have the Valkyrie sword. Oh, it is pretty much a love letter to, like, you know, the old Castlevania games and stuff. You know, actually made by Koji Igarashi and company, so it's as close to a direct, like, Castlevania sequel as we're going to get. But it's definitely got enough going on in its own right to just, you know, stand by itself, and that's good. It's really good because of that. Okay, I hope y'all are that generous with the shards later. Yeah, I mean, it actually really, like, it succeeded really well as a Kickstarter project. Like, they set a goal that was a lot more modest than what they ended up getting. They, for a time, like, actually made history with, like, being the largest, at the time at least, the largest earning video game in Kickstarter history. And then Shenmue 3's Kickstarter happened, and you know, that was right behind that, so but like, as a game, like, it's really interesting to see the development, because they actually did a lot to pay attention to what the player base wanted, right? The way the game looks, aspects of how the game plays, a lot of that was left up to people in the player base. They actually put out polls and stuff to ask people, like, which of these models and background styles, like, actually, like, you know, what do you like more between these? And people actually were like, no, we like this one better, and that's why you got the cell shaded, excuse me, can't talk today, the cell shaded kind of style that, you know, we ended up getting. Yeah, they got to vote on a couple other things too, so that was cool. And backers actually ended up contributing a lot to some of the things, like weapons you get in the game. You can see photos of backers and stuff in certain parts of the game as well. So, like, yeah, it's a really cool, like, large fan contributed kind of thing. And they're still, like, working on stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's coming down the pipeline still, and it's gonna be free. A lot of it has been free after the fact. The only thing they've had people pay for is the Iga's Backpack DLC, which was originally pre-order stuff. You know, and even that, they asked people, like, what would you rather have us do? Would you rather have us release the DLC for Bloodstained for free, or would you be okay with, like, paying for it, since people that pre-ordered and spent more as a pre-ordering backer, like, actually got it for free? Like, would you feel more comfortable? Which of these would you feel more comfortable with, right? So they were like, yeah, no, if people have to pay for it, like, only pay so much, that'd be fine. Hello, Murfretter. And yeah, Bloodstained is definitely a great game. That's just explaining to Loser up there some of the things in the background of its creation. Congratulations. Yes. That is something that I definitely said. But it is definitely noteworthy because it is, like, there have been a lot of Vania style games, right? And there are definitely some out there that do a good job of like maintaining the feel of what you would expect from Vania titles and the like, for sure. Time Spinner's one I would highly recommend to people, like especially if they played Castlevania Order of Ecclesia at all. That one's really good, really good. But to have Igarashi come in and say, yeah, no, we want to make this, and him and that team put this together, like, it was actually really cool. And one of the things that caught my attention about his Kickstarter trailer for it is that, and he mentioned this a few times, was that he said that people actually told him that no one wanted games like this anymore. No one wanted games like this anymore, so that if he was making games like this, he would be wasting his time. And like one of his points was to prove them wrong. Yeah, I'd say he accomplished that too. I've actually not played any of the OG Castlevanias. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I can definitely recommend them myself. Also, Hiberius, you said, and here we are. Did you come back, or what's going on? Or did you expect the conversation to go to a particular place? Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep that. The cat enemy right there, that's one of the backer related goals. They actually wanted to have their cat put in the game. There's also a backer room actually dedicated to the cat. I think someone's cat actually did like pass away during development of the game. And you know, that's kind of sad, but they made a room for the cat, right? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what he was told. He was told that by people that he worked with in Konami. He was told that by people that he tried to actually pitch the Kickstarter idea to for this game.
Shall I take a little of the top?
Yeah, they just kept on pushing him around in regards to the idea. Like, nobody wants that. But it's like, no, you're wrong, actually. How are we gonna do this? We'll keep that hairstyle. No, you know what? We'll just change the tips to the hair. So, fun fact, the customization feature was not always here. That got added later on down the line. Like, we had the ability to change outfits and, like, well, change outfit colors and change skin color and eye color on a very basic level. Everything was very set and you didn't have that many options. But now they added this whole thing they call the chroma wheel, and well, as you can see, you just get a whole spectrum to play with, right? So it's like, it's really cool. I want this, and you know what, let's just brighten it all together and do this. How long is this game? Oh, it's decently long, I guess, like for a Vania style game. Like, you can definitely finish the main game in like a day if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it can take you slightly longer, maybe, because there are some things that the game's a bit obtuse about you finding. But stuff's very, in general, it's very, like, concise. You can do what you need. That works well enough, I guess. Not like that. Red. Turn up the saturation.
The look suits you fine.
There we go. I also added this as a feature, so you can just clear the HUD and get a good look at your model, which is nice. Yeah, the game goes on sale, like, decently often enough, right? So, like, it's something to consider for sure. Good. I think your main complaint is the RNG of unlocking all the demon spikes. So, yeah, the shards. The shards. Yep. The shards are... they're weird. Oh. That boss was made of sentient stained glass. So, you know, think about that one. We'll take off the lethality ring. A Fuda talisman. So they gave me the reflector ray. Which means I'm not stuck on traversal. Good. Yeah, no, definitely the RNG when it comes to collecting shards is weird, right? But that said, Miriam does get some really cool abilities. I wish that some of them were actually used more. Like Reflector Ray there, just letting you bounce off walls and surfaces. That's like, they don't get used enough in my opinion. Is what it is though. Ooh, familiar. Viewer. I guess. I don't like the viewer familiar. The Beast Killer Whip. Those would be the portraits that have the backers' pictures on them. So that's kind of cool. Speaking of, they have the names of backers in like all of the credits. Like, it's all over the credits. Made the mistake of requesting a switch code for this game when you backed it. That is definitely an F. That is not just an F, that is an oof. It was safe. I don't like the Buer Familiar. What does the game give me? Summon Buer. Nice. The game's like, I got a fix for this. Let's see. You know what? That's fine. So sometimes like randomizers can be really, really mean, right? If you're not careful, you will find yourself without a way to get to places you need to go. That was something that they tried to fix with one of their more recent updates to the game. And certain shards will now actually have basically what they call like safety drops. So that if you're doing a randomizer and it just seems like you don't really have a way to get around, you know, you can do that because the shard will drop from something. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the well wishes. In there? Okay. Okay. But like, it's noteworthy to mention like the how the randomizer tends to work in regards to shards and stuff, because depending on how the randomizer generally goes, you can end up having to go to places far earlier than you need to, trying to deal with certain things. And I am sort of in that position at the moment, because while I can get around in regards to traversal, thanks to the Reflector Ray, that also kind of puts me in a spot where I need to go and fight the boss Bloodless, and it's a bit early for that, just a little bit. You definitely do not want to end up fighting things you can't handle too early. Oh, that HP max came at a good time. I was just thinking about maybe I should go back to the base, if only to heal, and then that happened, so. Little hammers. As you can see, they have analogs for pretty much everything, enemy-wise. You know, Dullahammers stick to place of Medusa heads, and there's all kinds of other enemies. The harpies are taken over by those things, and you got a little something for everything. And as you might expect, the yellow ones do indeed turn you to stone. Just like yellow Medusa heads used to. Ah, yes, stoned. I mean, stone, yeah. One of, like, the most hated statuses in, like, any game, really. Crystal armor? Oh, pretty good. Let's save. I haven't come across any warp rooms, and that concerns me. Because I need to be able to get around the castle more than just with what a waystone will allow me. And since it's the randomizer, I don't even know if the shop is gonna sell waystones or not. But I do need to go back. If only because I can get some better stuff. So we'll pop that waystone. Now it does. It did not before. It is one of the mini game editions
Have you learned any?
that they
Here's what I've turned.
gave us after the fact.
So, what will it be?
It goes without saying that it's heavily recommended that you've beaten the game before you do a randomizer, because you need to know what you can get where and when, or what you need to actually progress,
What would you like to buy?
make progress. Let's see. Oh, and if you didn't know just how Castlevania-y this game could be, if you remember the Volman Way at all, that thing, the Rava Baral, is basically that, right? The Volman Way, or the Chrysogrim, whichever name you might be more familiar with, it's pretty much that. So it's like they didn't pull any punches.
Oh, what would you like to sell?
I need to sell some stuff.
Is this where you are? Is it leisure doing business? Is it? Oh, thank you. Is it leisure doing business?
That
Oh, what would you
should
like
do.
to buy?
I could get the tiara. Oh. I was thinking about getting the tiara, but I didn't know they slid that into the shop. The Tatanashi is actually very good. Well then.
Is this right? Leisure doing business.
We'll buy that. Defense that high, attack that high. Maybe all I need is food at this point. We'll just buy some of these.
Is this right? Leisure doing business. Oh, what would you like to
Shards.
sell? Is this there you are? Is it leisure doing business? There you are. Oh, thank you. Oh, what would you like to sell? What would you like to buy?
Off topic, but Guilty Gear. How you liking it? I like Strive. I do. I have thoughts though. Like, my thoughts about Guilty Gear Strive, right? I like the game, but they've done things with Strive that make me feel like they don't 100% know what direction they want the game to go into.
There you are.
And I know that sounds kind of weird, right? But this is just like in comparison to older Guilty Gear games and stuff. So that's primarily the level I'm speaking on.
Thank you.
I appreciate like some of the aesthetic choices from both the standpoint of being a longtime Guilty Gear fan and thinking of it from the perspective of like being someone that's just coming into the series and Strive possibly being their first experience. Like I can kind of see it from that standpoint in a way. Some of the decisions are so weird. Gatling changes being what they are, because the Gatlings, the way that we were used to, are not a thing anymore. Of course, there's the more personal nitpick of just certain characters not being present, but we can't really do much about that. That kind of happens with every game. 2 different people, so it kind of is what it is. Let's see. Do I feel like this is something that will be solidified over time, or do I feel like Strive is going to continue being an awkward first step in a new direction? Strive is your quote-unquote second experience with Guilty Gear, but you've barely any experience with Rev 2, so Strive will be your second fighting game. Interesting. I think that them going in this direction in and of itself is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, right? But it feels so off base for what Guilty Gear typically is at the same time that if, you know, you try to play it and you have any mindset at all that this is a Guilty Gear game, it's going to shake you. It's going to shake you, and it's going to be hard for you to get around that, because it has things in common that are more in common with like KOF, with like Street Fighter, and there are like touches of Guilty Gear in there, in the important places, but even those have been drawn back in like certain aspects. So you have to actually like take a moment to look at what it is you're playing. You have to approach it as a different thing altogether and try to take into consideration that like this thing is not the Guilty Gear that you're used to. It felt like pulling teeth. For the first hour of playing the beta, I can understand their thought process on that. It's something weird to get used to. It really is. But it's fine. Like, for what it is, I'm definitely not, I don't hate it. I can't see myself like jumping off the walls for it, right? But it's fine. It's good. And I expected it, right? Because like even in the beginning, where like people had their doubts, and bear in mind, said doubts are not unfounded at all. My whole mindset was, it's ArcSys. It's very hard for ArcSys to make a bad game. That's just how it is, right? They can make games that have shifty choices for us to understand. Looking at Guilty Gear Iska, that game in its turn button. But it's very hard for them to make an inherently bad game. You're hoping you don't regret getting it and that there will be people you can play it with. There will be people that you can play with. They have implemented rollback netcode. It's good rollback netcode from all accounts, so long as you can connect to people. And if it stays any kind of stable, then you know, that'll be a massive plus. So like there are talks of like people who have legitimately played with people like between the US and Japan with like no lag whatsoever, right? None. Like they went so far as to say it felt like playing with people sitting on the same couch. That is a massive deal. Like, you have net connections and stuff that good in something that you're playing online, like that is a very high standard to set and follow.
Here's what I've turned up for the monsters.
Let's set all of these.
Help Sean.
Played with people in the US and experienced no lag on Australian internet. Well, I don't know about your internet service provider. I don't know how that typically goes for you either. So, I mean, if you're saying that in the sense of that's a really good thing, then, I mean, there you go. That should be fine. Yeah, like, the craziest story that I know I've heard in regards to, the online potentially being, like, really, really good for Strive was someone playing against someone else from, like, the US and Japan. And they intentionally went on, like, a Wi-Fi connection just to see, like, how will this hold up? And they didn't say anything. And apparently it was still, like, really, really solid. So, I mean, if it works... It was Sonic Fox? Okay. Another save point. Yeah, like I said, if it's that solid, there's not too much to worry about. You'll have people to play with. There's just a lot of stuff about the game that I feel like, you know, getting used to it is going to be the biggest thing. I like Giovanna. Giovanna was very fun. She is pretty much where I would end up hanging my hat because I don't have any of my mains and subs from prior Guilty Gear games at all. This is the second time they've done this to me. The first time was with Xrd. Rev 2 brought in Johnny and Jam, and they were there in Revelator and Rev 2, right? But they're gone, and my subs are gone too, so, you know, I would have had no one to play, but luckily, I actually do like Giovanna pretty good bit. Gotta BRB, okay. Yeah, Giovanna's fun. I feel like Giovanna is very much a character where it's like, you've got to keep momentum with her. Like, if you don't keep momentum with Giovanna as you do your things, you're gonna suffer in neutral. Because, like, her buttons in general aren't gonna let her do a whole lot in certain situations. And if someone's very strong in neutral, she's just, you know, good luck functioning in a match. But, I can see her definitely hurting people. But certain characters, like, definitely get to come in and still keep what they had going on in like prior games and all that. So that's nice. Do I want to go that way? Yeah, we'll just go this way. Yeah. Okay. It is what it is, though. Like, I'm looking forward to the game. Like, I want to see where that goes, and hopefully the netcode continues to be consistent. Okay. No. Ugh. Come on back. There we go. I'm doing well. Hello, Nettie. How's it going? Well, it's weird, because it's not like Bloodstained wasn't working, right? It's more that it just kept crashing. And, you know, that's an oof, no matter how you cut it. So far, yes. Hoping for no crashes. And hoping I don't get murdered by Bloodless in a minute, because that's about to happen. I don't feel like I'm ready to fight her, but it is what it is. let's see. Options. What color do I want to make Bloodless's outfit? You have a green bow for your hair, so the look is finally complete. Cool. For lavender? Yeah, sure. Applied. Well, let's hope for the best here.
I need more blood. Blood steer.
Ouch. Use one of those.
Scarlet Thrust.
And I'll just in case.
Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Second.
I hate how dangerous it is for her to just walk around.
Scarlet Thrust.
You just walk into me and do so much damage.
Scarlet Second.
Nope, none of that.
Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Second. Scarlet Thrust.
Uh-oh.
Blood Rain. Die.
Oh.
Scarlet Thrust.
Okay. Dimension shift. Thank you. It was a little more rough than I would have liked it to be, but it got done. Dimension shift.
Dimension shift.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. We'll stick with that. River Ex Machina. Yeah, I have had headaches over the past week, I'll say that. I have had to go through the processes of fixing my laptop, and I did that. It was, pretty harrowing experience trying to figure all that out, but I learned a lot of stuff as I went along, so that was nice. I needed a system restore. I needed to replace a BIOS altogether. Thank you, Reiko, and thank you for tuning in. I was actually talking about you earlier because someone brought up Dead by Daylight. Oh. Gave me a high jump. Cool. Yeah, so I had to do a BIOS update. I had to also, I had to roll back an AMD driver because, as it turns out, the AMD graphics device in my laptop didn't have anything that was compatible with the driver that they rolled out in the most recent Windows update. So, thanks to that being the case, it and the onboard graphics processor that is in my laptop were actually fighting each other for resource usage, and it in turn was causing memory issues. So I had to do Windows updates to sort certain things out, had to actually install a completely new BIOS for certain drivers and such. I had to get an update for one of my audio drivers, and finally had to roll back the AMD driver to the 2017 variant of the driver. All of that to fix the situation. And I had to actually yeah, right, just all the fun. All the fun. But, you know, I had people giving suggestions and stuff, and I took stuff, into consideration and stuff as it went along, but I just had this sneaking suspicion it was the AMD thing, because, that's where it started, right? So, it was just this big process. And it was a headache. It was a headache and a half, but I got it done, and I'm happy to have figured it out. Welcome back, Loser. So, to Loser, Reiko is here. And I mentioned Reiko when you brought up Dead by Daylight. Yeah, like I said, Reiko is very much attuned to Dead by Daylight stuff. Right? So, she could talk to you about that for days. We're gonna go down.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
I have most of what I want to get out of the way. I have 2 other things I want to grab, though.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
Since the game wants to be nice and give me dimension shift this early. I will say, because all this progress has been nice, and we never know like when it might decide to crash. So, for anyone who is familiar with old school like Castlevania stuff, and Symphony of the Night is like your jam, quote unquote, like trademark patent pending.
Is there something I can help you with, human?
Yeah, this guy.
That aura about you. You're a vampire.
And what of it? Will you murder me for that alone? I've picked no quarrel with you. My name is Orlok Dracul, but you may call me O.D. I oversee this library, Miss...
Miriam. Am I permitted to take out books from this library of yours?
Of course, Miriam. Although you would be my first human patron. The books here are magical tomes that impart power to their readers. As long as you are here, why not avail yourself of their boons?
Robert Belgrade's voice is amazing. Let's see. We'll take the Might Tome.
Be certain to return what you borrow. This is a library, not a bookshop.
He means that too. He is very serious about that. There's a certain book you get from him later on where you'll take it from him and he'll tell you, like 100%, this is a rare book, bring it back. And if you do not, there is an optional fight that you can have with him. He will come for that book, and ooh. Hello. What shard do you have for me? Ow. That's a dive kick, man. So I get it. I came into your chamber unannounced. I appreciate the fact that, you are defending your little room here. But, you might have something that I need. What are you giving me? Deep Sinker's fine. Yeah, right, like... Yeah, no, this book that I asked you explicitly to, like, bring back to me, you didn't bring it back to me. It'd be terrifying, but that's his whole deal. They haven't given me any warp rooms. It's been all save rooms. The randomizer is real mean about that. If I'm going across the castle, I am going on foot. Not one warp room? Not a single one?
Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
It is what it is. I lost the book you lent me to Grimry on the moon. OD would actually explode. He would be way too upset.
Dimension shift!
Yeah. It'll keep going up. Oh, there's a warp room. Thanks, game. Finally. Complain about it enough. Ow. Didn't have to bat me with his tail. It's not necessary. That was rude. Alcahest.
Dimension shift!
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the rules of that door. Hey, another warp room. Cool. So, as well, I also just want to say like thanks to everybody who's like tuning in. Definitely appreciate that. Saw some of your stream was lurking. You weren't able to say it at the time, but yep. Maybe technical difficulty. It's funny. Yeah, that was a thing. Got it sorted out in somewhere around a week, like I said. Aesthetic Realms. How's it going? Technical difficulties. Gotta make a logo for it. Getting the COVID vaccine tomorrow. Do you have it? Oh no.
Next time, obey.
Hello, Jeeble. Right, I know. I was just asking, like, did you end up getting it? somehow. Well, that's good. Congratulations. Defeat Jeeble. And that's the seed. Hour 13? That's not bad. And we didn't crash, so extra good. That is definitely not bad. Gotta stay safe and stuff. Yeah. That's the best anyone can do. We'll kick up another seed here, since that one actually went well. I actually got to finish one, no issues, so that was cool. We'll do another Jeeble seed. So outside of like everybody being nice and like lurking in my stream and like some actually watching and stuff and chatting and everything, like how's everybody been? How's everybody been holding up besides? GG Strive and Dead by Daylight. Understandable. Alright, so options. We're gonna delete this since we just finished. And we're gonna start a new one. Yes, Boss Revenge actually lets you play as one of 4 bosses, and you have to fight Zangetsu, Dominique, and Miriam.
Alright, sorry. Quick thing.
Yes.
Why do I always find this type of stuff by accident?
What did you find? What did you do?
I'm out of bounds.
Oh no. That's great. My roommate is playing Ys 8 currently. And he is very prone to getting out of bounds in games that he plays, and it just happened again. It just happened again.
There we go, I'm back.
So.
I just jumped into this corner. That's all I did. Just jumped into a corner.
Let's see. How are we going to approach this? Well, we're keeping the defeat Jeeble. Seed. We're going to shuffle the key items. Enemy drops a chaos. Crafting is shuffled, shops are shuffled, quests are shuffled. Yep, that's how we're gonna do this. But yeah, boss revenge mode lets you play as one of 4 bosses, and you have to fight Zangetsu, Dominique, and Miriam. I believe in that order. Bloodless was one of the bosses that you play as in Boss Revenge, but people actually liked the way that Bloodless plays so much that they gave Bloodless like her own mode, like she can actually play through the game, right? So that's cool. You can actually play as Bloodless and go through the game. I love the way Bloodless plays, and I very much would want to like do a playthrough of that mode, but almost every single time I have tried playing through the game as Bloodless, it has crashed on me at some point. So I have concerns, to say the least, right? But if this seed actually goes well and it doesn't like crash, I'll give it a shot. You know, so fingers crossed if you are curious to see that. The beginning part of any randomizer is always the weirdest because you need a weapon. You either need a weapon or a good starting attack shard. Either of the two will work out. If you don't get a weapon, you have to hope that you get a waystone so that you can skip the boss and go to the shop. Ah, it gave me a weapon. We're good. Okay, silver power ring and a traverses ring. That's pretty good. Oh, did not mean to do that. Yep, flame cannon, pretty cool. At least for the beginning. So that jumping slash, right, that is a command special move that you can do with certain katanas. Ooh, 8-bit zombie. That's a very good shard to get in the beginning. But yeah, there are command normals, or command special moves rather, that you can do with certain weapons. You can master those techniques with those weapons in hand, and that makes it so if they are like mastered entirely, you can use those techniques with any other weapon of that same type. So that's really cool. The number of techniques per weapon type is like, it's a bit too skewed for my liking. The gun literally gets one weapon technique, right? And the katana has like a lot. There's a whole lot of favoritism there with the katana. The Flying Edge. The Flying Edge is yet another Castlevania reference. If you remember the Heaven Sword. Oh, they gave us a warp room early on the ship. That's cool. Was complaining in the last randomizer that they weren't giving any warp rooms, so we're good with that. High jump already. That is good. They gave high jump already. That is amazing. Having high jump this early means I actually don't have to deal with Bloodless. So that's really cool.
Here's what I've turned up on the
What are we transmuting this time?
I don't think he has anything I can make right now.
What would you like to buy?
What would I like to buy? Well, he has Alcahest. She has Alcahest. My favorite whip, 24K.
Oh, what would you like to sell?
So,
Is this car?
we don't have much of anything to sell right now. We'll hold everything. And we will be back for that whip.
Here's what I...
Okay, double checking. Yep, Boss Revenge, like I said, it's pretty cool because of what it is. There's also other modes that they are going to add in. They added in a classic mode already that makes it, well, classic mode in and of itself is pretty much old school Castlevania, right? Like, we're talking stage design like standard Castlevania from like the NES days and stuff, but it plays more like Rondo of Blood, because like Miriam has the whole like whip extension thing. She also has the Richter style backflip, so that's a thing. And they are extremely on the nose with what they actually do with classic mode. It is so old school Castlevania that it is almost painful in some ways. Grimory pretty much exactly takes the place of death as an example, and it's actually kind of crazy.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Help,
Yep. They have other modes planned too. One of the modes I'm curious about because it's supposed to be versus mode. There's also supposed to be a co-op mode. And I'm like, wait, what? How? What? What are you doing? What exactly are you planning on doing? Tattered scarf. It's better than the standard scarf I have. Yeah, like what? How are you handling this? I'm super curious, and like nothing that I have heard so far has even given a slight hint to anything. So I'm actually kind of curious. We also still haven't gotten the third character that we're supposed to get. Bloodless being playable wasn't even planned, but people liked the way Bloodless played so much that they were like, you know what, we'll actually give people this. Which I thought was really cool. But we still don't know who the actual third character is going to be. Wait a minute. Also, bypass Zangetsu since I have the high jump, if I choose to. Do I bypass Zangetsu or do I go and get him? What do you all think? Next Battle Royale mode. Right? Vampires, only one can win. I mean, everybody should be happy that Dracula's not here, because oof is the word. Like, Dracula is the vampire of all vampires, so it's like, yeah, no, let's not have that happen. We'll just go to Zangetsu. It's cool. Did that thing fall over after missing his swing? He died in mid-swing, so he was just kind of on his back like a turtle. Right? That's what happened to him. It's a little unfortunate. You know, mistakes were made. Yeah. Poor dude. He tried, you know. The effort was there. Hey, that ghost really wanted me. I am going to have to thank Rika for following me. She couldn't stick around because work was being a thing, but I appreciated the lurk and the follow, so I'll have to let her know. But, yeah, no, How? He came in and started throwing projectiles. That is not typical for you, Zangetsu. Wait, do I have the... I don't. Okay. He just vanished. He didn't even fade out like he was a standard enemy. He just popped out of existence. Oh wait, I got waystones. Here. Have a waystone. Get out.
I think it worked.
Take that. Well, we don't have to go through the whole chapel now. Let's just go this way. Whoop. This. And then we go up. Hair appearance. Giving me hairstyles. I guess I'll have to take a stop in the salon. So that I'm not just plain Miriam. Another hair apparent. Yeah, they really want me to change up my hair. I don't have any issue with that. Hair flail? I'll keep the 8-bit zombie. Iron breastplate. Better than a country dress.
Fascinating. People do their hair like this?
Yes. Yes, Todd, they do. So what hairstyles did they give me? Oh, the geisha. Geisha style. Got the bob cut. What else? Okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. And let's see. Like that. Outfit color. This time ooh, that is a terrifyingly bright pink. Let's go with more of a purple. And we'll go with purple and white. Yeah, that works. So that's typical red eyes. We're good.
The look suits you fine.
And now we move on. Oh, you're smart. Kind of. He saw the zombie and he was actually like, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. And he jumped to the ceiling. He made the intelligent move. It just didn't matter in the end. Oh. What are you giving me? Reflector ray. Reflector ray is fine. Summon insect. Okay, I guess. True arrow. Oh, okay. Petra Ray? No, that thing's pretty much useless to me. Like, I've actually not found a use for that shard at all. Bloody Morphosis. Oh. It's fine. We'll save the progress. Yep. I don't know why the Killer Barber has Bloody Morphosis, but sure. Okay, so we have high jump. We can actually make it past the broken bridge area without actually having to get anything that would be necessary besides, so getting to the Hall of Termination should be possible without having to go to Bloodless. Like, my memory's a little fuzzy. Wow. Actually, you know what? We're gonna waste them. You know, I entirely forgot that the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was tonight. Wonder how that's gonna go.
Here's what I've turned up on monsters.
Oh, what would you like to buy? Oh, what would you like
There's a lot of other stuff I just won't
Oh,
need
thank you.
since I have high jump.
There you are. Leisure doing business. There you are. There you are. There you are.
So I'll just sell a bunch of stuff here.
Leisure doing business. There you are. There you are. There you are. Oh, what would you like to
So
sell?
shards.
Leisure
sell one of
doing
those.
business. There you are.
One of those.
There you are.
Both of those.
Leisure
We don't need bone toss. And we don't need summon insect.
Oh, what would you like to buy?
Now. I'll take the Aria.
That's right. There you are.
Give me my favorite whip. Please and thank you. We'll take the...
Is this right?
Do we want the silver tiara? Nope, nope, nope. We'll wait. And get that shinobi garb. Pretty sure
What are we transmuting this time?
Wow, I can just tear apart the iron breastplate and get a bunch of stuff. Ooh, best broadsword to game. Flame mail. Do I go damage or do I get the flame mail? Ah, Tempest. Hello. Since you are here, Tempest, help me make a decision. If you have a coin on hand, do I get the broadsword or do I get the flame mail? How do I approach this? Because I am 100% fine going either or here. Ah, thank you. If you do not, oh, go for the flame mail. Okay.
I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
Alright. We have flaming armor, an icy whip,
Oh, what would you like to
and
buy?
so that's a pretty good juxtaposition there. Oh. I can buy another iron breastplate,
Is this right? Oh, thank you.
and I can still get the other thing. I should be able to,
Is this right? Leisure doing business.
because I need it Alcahest. But I don't know how much I need. That's the thing.
So, what'll it be?
Oh yeah, I only needed one. Okay, so I can still get them both. Well, that works. Not being quiet, just trying to get work done. Nope, don't have to apologize for that. You are 100% fine, trust me. So let's get this broadsword.
I'll go with this.
There, all done.
Goodness knows how an iron breastplate becomes that, but sure.
Tell me.
Not too fond of broadswords, but that one hurts. It's the best broadsword in the game, so it's just like, well, nah, I can deal with the slowness. I can do backdash cancels too, like that, so that's a thing.
Here's what I've told.
Yeah, well, like I said, you don't have to apologize for being quiet. That's 100% fine. It's like, you know, I'm appreciative of you just being in the stream. So like that by itself is cool. Do what you gotta do. I wish they gave me the accelerator. I like backdash canceling, but yeah, accelerator, really cool. Also, MB17PT, I never like asked you. First hello, but I never asked you. What should I call you? Like, you're just a collection of numbers and letters. Like, what do I say? Do I say MB or PT? What do you do here? Just MB? Okay, cool. That works. Mostly call MB in general. Okay. MB it is. Excuse me? Not used to WWE starting pay-per-views early. Really? I mean, typically they have like the pre-shows at like 5-ish, right? So that they start at 7. Like, that's their usual thing. Been a while since you're at the network, so you remember them starting at 8. Yeah, by 8, they're usually already going. So... yeah, by like 8 o'clock, you've missed maybe 2 hours of the pay-per-view. With the way they do things. And goodness knows they yeah, yeah. It's why I wanted the broadsword to begin with, right? Like, this thing, it hurts. Now, all that said, I'm going to have to link up with you later on, Tempest, because, like, we need to do, that thing, trademark patent pending. And I have, like, podcasts and stuff I want to do still, so... Like, there's stuff to get sorted out. Cool. Yep. Let the zombie take care of you. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually kind of curious, like, how they're gonna do things at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view tonight. Very curious about that. Like, they've been doing a really nice job of, the Roman and Edge, like, interactions. So, like, if Edge and Roman don't end up actually going against each other, that would be kind of weird. Plus, WWE has been fiending to have, like, a spear versus spear thing for a long time. Anyway, right? So, I can't see them not taking the opportunity. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna go up, over this way. Got that. Rusted wing. No one needs that. Freaking love the music in this area. Get out of here. Steel lightning. Too bad I already got the eternal blue. The Elimination Chamber match just ended. Okay. I'll have to go and look that up. Yeah, see what's what. Right? Here's an interesting little thing. This enemy is the only enemy in the game that will not hurt you if you don't attack her.
Blessing.
She actually buffs you. And then just leaves. Because the actual lore is that she will be helpful to, you know, people that she likes. That is the lore behind that enemy. Quote unquote enemy. And apparently she takes a liking to Miriam, so I mean, hey, that's a thing. Like, does she show up in the archive if I don't hit her? Bringer, Doesn't look like it. I would have to actually hit her to make her show up. Finally got the other cat to stop being antisocial. She's big chillin' now. Even hopped into bed this morning. Okay. Progress, yeah. Baby steps. I know what it's like to be an antisocial cat, so, you know. Like, I 100% feel where they are coming from. Sometimes you just kind of feel like, you know, you can look at the world and be like, no. Right? So, it's got its perks, I'll say that, right? But in general, like, I'm trying to do better about being antisocial myself. You know, I don't mind making new friends and stuff, so, you know, trying to be better, a little bit at a time. Just saying, I can relate, you know? Hello. No roundhouse kicks. No dive kicks either. Oh, okay, so he's gonna run into me. Alright. Looks like a Kid Icarus mob. What did you give me? Deep thinker. I'm very antisocial sometimes, also because of no topics to talk about. Yeah, like, just like Loser just said, like, just try everything, right? Just try. Like, something will land somewhere, right? That's something I kind of had to ram into my own head at times. It's like, my general, like, my close circle of friends, like, they, by and large, are not, like, super social, right? But if I were to talk to them about insert thing here, they would definitely, like, find reason to talk about whatever it is I bring up. Or find something semi-related to it to talk about. So I give them a load of credit for, like, all the patience they've had in dealing with me in that regard. Did my laptop just go into sleep mode? Hold on. Yes, it did. I'm going to have to change that setting. Alright, let's see. You for one will talk about anything even if you have no damn clue what to talk about. Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do sometimes, right? Like, it will catch on. Like, with, my friend Reiko, right? I had no idea that, like, she was into things having to do with Kamen Rider. Yeah, I got you. I'll send you an email. Send you my email so that we can sort that out. But yeah, Reiko was surprisingly interested in things related to Kamen Rider. And I have a lot of love for tokusatsu stuff in general. So, like, it's a subject I would definitely talk about and try to push in people's direction. So when I found that out, it was like, why did you tell me this, basically? But, you know, the caveat being what it is, you never asked, quote unquote, or something like that, right? So, if you don't bring it up, sometimes it just won't be a thing. So it's like, you have to try. Right? Yeah. Like, Kamen Rider is really cool, right? Like, here's the thing, I'll be very straight about, like, Kamen Rider stuff, right? Like, the thing that initially got me into Kamen Rider, such as it is, was, I've been, like, super into Power Rangers for a long time, right? From there, the bridge got crossed to Super Sentai. And there were all kinds of aspects of Super Sentai that I loved. And one of the things about Super Sentai that, like, actually pulled me in was, in its differences to Power Rangers, it actually has a lot of stuff where it's like characters have so much more depth than you would expect for a show of its nature. And this includes, like, characters that end up in heroic roles that start out as just pure criminals, like, all the way, right? And I was like, man, this is really, really cool. So then a friend actually, like, links up with me. They're telling me about Kamen Rider stuff that they're, like, actually watching and everything, and they start telling me details and stuff, and I'm like, this sounds like something I need to actually look into. Like, it's like, the more I hear about this, it is just getting my attention. Get out of here, dragon. Bye-bye. Yeah. Like, it just kind of snowballed from there. I got into Power Rangers. I got into Kamen Rider. You know, after all of that, like, well, stuff just kind of dominoed, right? It's Power Rangers, then Super Sentai, then Kamen Rider. So, like, the only person that I personally know that is more into that sort of stuff than I am is my roommate that is sitting, like, feet away from me, right? He's certainly more into Kamen Rider than I am. Power Rangers, I could talk about Power Rangers all day, right? it is part of why I have such a fascination with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Can I? Actually? No, okay. I'm going around. And in regards to Battle for the Grid, I hope to goodness that we actually get Trent from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Like, I know we're getting a Dino Thunder character at some point. We have to, right? But I just have this sinking feeling they're gonna give us, like, Connor. And I'm just like, I'm not here for Connor in regards to that. Like, you can keep him if that's the route you want to go. And just give me Trent. But, yeah, no, like I said, freaking tokusatsu stuff, it's awesome, right? So, definitely a lot of appreciation for that. Get... Okay. Going up. Do we have a save point right here? Are we coming up on a save point? Please and thanks. There's a warp room. And another warp room. Nope. No save points close by, so we'll just go to Arventville. Just go to Arventville. And we save. And then we go back up. You're giving me the moon belt. You're giving me the moon belt awfully late, game. I don't need it now.
Next time, obey.
Rip. Rip. That's a rip. The game crashed. We made it so far. We literally made it to the end of another seed and then it crashed.